Hello and welcome back to No Man's Land. Sounds like we've got some chickens out there laying some eggs. It's December. Still a little bit dark. Can't run with this light on, but love how the open air greenhouses, they put a cover up when it gets chilly. Yeah, we got these ones are still producing here, which we're probably going to look at doing something with them soon. Maybe salad, set up other stuff for that. And this one, got a lot of eggs there to grab. But I've been building us another field. 8 o'clock and it's still so dark. What is going on? We've got wheat growing here. It's just the grass. I'm gonna have to speed up some time a little bit. It's a bit dark on the camera. Do us. I did mow all this. We just got to collect that up. There's another tree there that I want to get out. Not going to affect this setting up the field. But yeah, this is all leveled off. Got my barrier around the outside so we can try and keep it straight. Have a little bit of difference between the paddocks. And clearing off some down there, so we've got plenty of silage to get in. And I'm going to have a look at some of our productions as well that we got going on, see what's making us some cash, see if there's any other new ones we can do, and get some money back in the bank because we spent a lot. We need to start getting some cash back in so we can expand and get some more fields and go from there. So what we will do is we might just take this one over because it's got the tree big on. We'll just knock that tree off on the patio, on the pathway. I think our grass may be ready to go as well. Check on that quickly. I think what we'll do is once these are done, we might link these two fields up, or link this field up behind us with this one, and still keep it grass if we need to. But yeah, I think the more we can just link those two fields up for now. This little field here, maybe we just keep that as grass instead. I don't know. Put something out, but there's no use having this little tiny field, and unless we go up and over that hill, I don't think it's really going to be any benefit to us now having that set up there. Break this on the back and head over there and start getting ourselves some silage. Looks like it's going to be a pretty warm day, or sunny, not raining. That's the main thing. Check on our cattle and animals, make sure they've got enough feed. I think today's just going to be a bit of a clean-up day, bit of a setup day. Get through this one. Sometimes it doesn't like going through the bigger ones. I haven't really had this drama anywhere else, just things on No Man's Land, but I haven't really done much forestry on any other map at the moment, so Pain in the bum. I'll clear this out and we'll pop back. Alright, well we've got started on this. I've also got over here on the right, if you can see it, it's it is they're in big bags and pallets. Basically these things. I think they're made by I think 82 Studios, I think. But you've got one for liquid, one for all of your crops and stuff. Unreal capacities, I think 200,000 litres. Basically it just allows you to have a silo close by. So instead of having to drive all the way back over there, these things just I'll attach it to show you. So basically you just have your standard telehandler or whatever you want. You come up to it and it makes it like it's forked. So it's got a little bit of a wiggle jiggle. But yeah, it's put it behind it, and if you have an AI worker in there, that would kick in instantly and just start overloading it. Okay, overloading. Boom. We got the ideal situation, have it under the door there. There you go, filling up. There, going up a little bit. And then when it's full, you can take that over to the silo in one heap, so you know, it saves you going back and forwards. And yeah, 200,000 litres is pretty decent. It's just like a portable silo. And also the water one, the liquid one, 200,000 litres of liquid, whether it be fertiliser for your field or water for your greenhouses, or there's not a lot of tanks, especially on console and stuff, that can hold that much. And it doesn't have the weight of 200,000 litres. Like, once it's full, I can show you, we can take the weight off the back of the telehandler and it will still drive, it won't tip. So you could load them onto the back of your truck or a couple of trailers and just scoot around. Diesel, fertiliser, seed, you know, if you're doing potatoes and stuff, boom, there you go, there's all your seed potatoes, good to go. But yeah, we're just knocking out this grass, and then we do have a lot more grass to collect, but I can get that off camera. I think we're like a third of the way through, or probably closer to half, I guess. We'll grab the rest of this. We're up to 100,000 litres, so we should get 200, 300,000 maybe. Silage. Total mix ration, you know, use it all for that. So I'll keep plodding away at this, and once we fill up that tank, that pallet tank, show you how it all works, and we'll start carving out this. Alrighty, our big bag pallet lizard bag is full. Multi-purpose big bag, big pallet. So we're good. We're just honking over here. Heading over to the silo, we'll just take a shortcut through the canal, the river, the dam. Right, and when we get up here, it should just start. If you'll see it, but it's meant to just come out the bottom. There we go. Now that's filling up. I'm just putting in the silo just so you can see. Just make sure actually, because this is going to be for silage. We'll go over to our barn and make sure we can empty into that too. Okay, it's emptying out, so it may take a little while to drain that out, but handy little bit of kit, cheap. Just, you know, once your farm starts spreading out and instead of having to put in more and more silos, this is honestly, I think this is the way to go. Just one of these bin bags, and just be careful though. If you've got a couple close to each other, I noticed one emptied into the other one. not sure if that'll be fixed in an update or something, but yeah, just keep them a little bit further apart. Obviously your liquids and your wheats aren't gonna join together. If you have it somewhere where you're going to be dumping stuff, just double check that it's not taking it into there, not in and not your silo. So that's it for a minute. We'll go over here and check the cattle. Getting low on straw now, I'd say. And food. What do we got? Chickens are still good for food, but these little fellas are almost out, so we'll have to get some straw and some total mix ration over very shortly. Cheese going. I think what we might do is keep the I want to send the milk up to, what was it? Bring this one. I remember now, but we'll work it out shortly. I also want to put in a couple of olive trees. We can start getting some olive oil going. We've still got heaps of flour there. For some reason it's still sitting there and not elsewhere. But yeah, back in a few more of these open gardens and we'll go from there, I reckon. That looks like it's empty. We'll also just check while it's here. See if it lets us fill it from in here. There you go, so we can start filling it with stuff if we had it there too. Instead of having to have heaps of big trailers and tippers, we could have that. A bit slowish on the front of these telehandlers, but super handy, a lot cheaper. A lot of manure there to pick up too. At least the cows are doing their thing, that's the main thing. Parked up here. Get back into the grass, fill that thing up again, and then we're good to go. We just go and sort out the cattle and all that sort of stuff after that. But I just thought I'd share that. I'm not sure if everyone's seen it, knew about it. I know sometimes I miss stuff and see DJ Go Ham or Mrs. Sealy or someone like that do a mod review. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that one existed. So I like to try out all different ones because there's some really cool ones. There's some that are just a little bit basic where it just speeds up productions. But it's good to see all of them, you know, being used and reviewed. So make sure if you do download one and you like it, leave a review so people know. If I see a mod that's got 1 star and there's been a fair few people look at it, I'm like, oh, I might not bother with that. But 5 stars, I'm like, yep, that seems to be the go. So, especially new people that don't know mods and trust them or don't know the platform. Super cool if you could do that. Only takes a second once you've used it a little bit. Just go back in there and leave the 5 star, 4 star, whatever, 3 star, whatever you think it's worth. Right, we'll clear up some more of these roads and finally be done with the grass. And welcome back. I'm sorry that I started making my field and wasn't recording. Yeah, we got about 393,000 litres, so it was almost 2 full of those tanks. And I've just started making our field. Obviously you can't just leave an AI guy to do it because I'll just go shooting over the edges. But yeah, this is what we're doing. I've got to work out what I'm doing with them fields over there, which ones we're going to merge and not. I don't think we can plant a whole lot right now, not even grass. So yeah, that, you know, not really a huge rush to get this done. We're going to have to lime it, fertilise it and roll it once it's ready to go. But yeah, I just pressed the button and obviously it wasn't recording. I was looked down about 15 minutes later. I'm like, oh crap. What we might do is we might just do this run here for a second and then we'll head over. I've got the truck over there, I think. Oh, actually I put the total mix ration in that part where it didn't connect, didn't record, so we're going to have to get some straw for the cattle and clear out the milk. So what we might do is we'll just jump out of that. No. We want that. Didn't finish emptying it out. Leave it there for a minute. We'll get our truck. Go and dump this back into our silo because it didn't take it all. This one doesn't take a whole lot of feed. Something that you're going to have to do daily. Crap. Come on. That's not cool. Made it. I don't think we've got any straw left, so we'll have to purchase some. We're sort of going to have to start getting some money in soon because we're getting low. We do have a lot of things left at our, or ready at our production buildings, and I think we should have a fair bit of furniture. We have dropped a whole bunch of wood there. Need straw. Maybe 20,000? Only $700, so that's not a big drama. We got some sugarcane stuff over there done from the sugarcane we had going in the production in the open air gardens. Not even sure what's on them at the moment. Maybe sunflowers and potatoes again. Let's see, doesn't take a whole bunch. Pain in the bum because I've got to come back now and grab all the manure for the greenhouses and stuff. But I'm sort of thinking I might fill this area in. There's a road through here because we drive through it anyway. We're going to have to wait till we get some money back for that. Yeah, this big long field here, I'm not sure what to do with that. Maybe we get rid of it, use it for sheds and storage, and then that field there and that field there I think we merge into one. Where's our tank? Put this here. I'll have to clean up that grass that's there too, just to make it a bit neater. We'll head over and get our milk and slurry and get some cash back in. I might even throw on this trailer. Oh no, we've got that truck there. And I say we start collecting in some of our productions because got a fair bit of cash that we need to get. Pardon me. Slurry's not worth a whole lot, but when you need it, money's money. Spend a fair bit of money on equipment and buildings, so it's, you know, that's why we're down low, but it shouldn't take a whole lot of work to get us built back up. I do want to throw in some olive trees for some olive oil, and I want to throw in some more open air gardens so we can have, you know, one doing potatoes, one doing sunflower, one doing this, one doing that, and start getting some more of these productions done, because I know we can do soy milk, and I think you can do soybeans in them gardens now. You know, until we get all of our major productions up and running, or we get our more fields done, at least we're still kicking off them productions and working out how to do it before we've got heaps and heaps. Yeah, once that cow barn gets full, we might look at getting a bigger one or another one of them side by side. do want to check to see how we're going for ingredients in our things. I definitely need some manure in those other ones. Wouldn't hurt to do some water around through them either. Yep, manure is definitely going to be needed. That's empty. These ones need water and manure, so yeah, I mean we'll get all them sorted out. Fill up with water, and while we're doing that we'll jump in the other truck and we'll start collecting our productions. I think what we'll do too, if we do have any lettuce running, we can send the lettuce up to where the salad stuff is and start collecting that. Have extra cash here for us. Litres. Oh, there's more. Took a while to pop back out. I wasn't sure that was going to happen. Look at 17,000 litres, not 7. Should help us build up a bit of funds. Wow. I don't think I'd done that one yesterday, that's why we had no money. Is this going to pick up? Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah. Sugar. We'll sell these ones off, see what they're worth. Some more that have dropped out, so we can. There was something I wanted. Where did we wanted to take that sugar to? I think it was up to one of the food production ones to make chocolate. Yeah, we could put some in there with the milk to make chocolate. And then, oh yeah, we've got to check our fruit greenhouse too, because that's only used a bit over 25,000 for the day. And the grapes have obviously gone to, where did they go? Up here to make grape juice. Yeah, what else was I going to put the sugar for? So we probably don't really need that building. What's this one do? 500 to 250. What's the other one do? Yeah, see, I think we could probably just get rid of that one and just use this one as well. But the grape juice is going to be up there to collect. There should be a fair few grapes up there to use 25,000 litres. And I think I was going to use sugar for soy milk and chocolate instead of just doing the cheese. So we've got 47,000 litres of milk in there still, so that's still ticking along. That got tons of we had no straw left. I had that one turned on. There was 1.5 million litres of grass still, 800,000 litres of silage. So we can use that silage to make some total mix ration. We can throw in some hay, or we can do it this way. There's heaps of little things we can do to make these better. So we've got 223,000 litres of wood, 31,000 litres of furniture. That's going to be a lot of cash there. Yeah, I think we're we're getting there, so let's go up and check. There's going to be heaps of wood here. and probably them pain in the ass pellets too. Might try and stack these out and just get one and the other done. Should have done pellets. It always happens. There's going to be pellets after pellets after pellets dropping out of here, isn't it? How many litres a day are there? Oh, there's 20,000 litres far out. Right, maybe we go and get rid of this furniture. Come back and sort out these pellets, otherwise it's going to take a long time by hand. This truck will hold a fair bit, but it's going to take forever doing that by hand, so we'll get these loaded up and pop back to you once we're back to the furniture. Right, this is probably a fair bit. It's 29,000 litres, so this carpentry building here is like super quick. I did have another one in when we first started, and it took days to process like 15,000 litres of trees. That 200,000 litres of trees are probably gone in a day or two, and then the byproduct of that gives you wood chips, which you normally sell. But luck of 150 grand. Look, this one lets it turn into wood pellets, so you can make some good money, but it can be hard. You got to keep up with the logs. Like with my old one, I'd have to be dropping a trail load of logs off every 4 or 5 game days. This one, you got to drop them off like 2-3 trail loads every day. Eventually that's going to run out. You can't buy trees, you can't buy logs to put in it. Like, you can't just go up to anywhere and buy them. You got to plant more. I've never tried that, so that's what we might do in this one, is maybe put some trees here on all this grass area over there that used to be the trees that we cleared already. We can put them there, but what I'm thinking about, while that's loading up, over here, this long one here, is what we might do is get rid of it, and over here maybe put, you know, some productions in from here down. But here up, I'm thinking about sheds or animal pens. Cattle, chickens, sheep, throw them all in here. That way they're away from the house far enough. It's not all congested and mixed up like down here. We've got cattle over there, we've got the chickens, and we've got some productions. I'm thinking about getting rid of that. We're not going to need it at the moment. I'm not going to have sugar beet and sugar cane going right now. And we can, if we do in one of them portable gardens or the outdoor gardens, we can put it in the food centre up there. But at the moment we've got stuff spread out absolutely everywhere. Yeah, see, look, wood chips, 44,000 litres. I haven't added any into that at all. That's just from the trees. Just keeps chugging along. And we've still got another out of seven more pallets of furniture. Look at the pellets, look at the furniture, how fast it moves up. It's just like dunk, 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 just keeps going up and up and up and up. I think the pellets are worth way too much. Like, I think you get too much money for them. I don't know, the wood pellets, I've never used a wood pellet stove. I'm not sure of the price of them. I just think for the I'm actually been thinking about turning them off and just selling the wood chips, or seeing if there's any other productions we can use the wood chips for. I think there was something about barrels and pallets I think you can use them for. But look, this is gonna be 100 grand load easy. So making the money off the furniture is way more than enough. Like, I think using the pellets just makes it a little bit too easy. It's great if you want to earn some money just to buy some machinery and stuff like we've been doing, but I yeah, I think it's a bit pricey, the amount of money you make out of it. We've still got lettuce up here, so we'll grab them. Yeah, I mean, even here we could move these across to behind us and use this for chicken pens, or I don't know, we can do something else with it instead of having everything spread out. It's a nice big area over there, so we could throw a fair bit of stuff in there without making a mess. Maybe use this area for some sheds like we've done over there. I don't know, we'll start, you know, get a bit of cash in, we'll rearrange some stuff, expand and make things easier so we're not darting all over the board everywhere, just going trying to keep up. Some of the land has got nice little flat bits, and then the other parts are all hilly, so you can't really do a lot with it. So that's sort of like here, you know, you can't really put big buildings, it just lifts them out of the ground, makes it all bumpy. But it'd be perfect to throw some little sheds and knickknacks and stuff around, so I think that's what we'll try and do. I've never sort of tried to set up productions and everything on no man's land. Never been a big, I just come in, chop the trees and sort of go from there. I've never really planned anything out. But I think now we're starting to get some productions going and getting some decent cash. We should probably start planning it out, making it easier. Having all the animals near the orchard, near the greenhouses would be handy because it's going to be easier to fill everything up. The productions are simple, we don't have to add anything into them, we just got to pick stuff up, so they can be further away from the farm, like a sort of commercial area, I guess. I think we'll just sell these for now. And then we might duck up and have a look at our other up there, see what we're doing. Maybe on these big hilly areas we can't use, we could put in some grapevines or some olive trees or something that doesn't take up heaps of space and it's not going to make the terrain go all bumpy and lumpy. We've got all that over in there, we've got to clean out too. That's still got heaps of grass in there for silage because I can't sleep at night, I just jump on here and just mow or whatever. Get stuff done. What have we got here? Grape juice. These crisps. Wow, lots of potatoes in there. Over here, I think flour is just getting turned straight over here into the bakery. We've got that sorghum in there still from when we done that harvest. I think I might have bought 10,000 litres to top that up, but we're going to need more. Some of these buildings are super fast, like this one, like there's potatoes and potatoes and potatoes, like we're out of sunflower oil, but I don't think we've got any potatoes we need to put. So yeah, I don't know. It doesn't have a number next to the oil, how much oil it uses, but it uses 9 potatoes. So I think we're gonna have to put more potatoes or get another open air garden. But see, salad, that's what's that? Olive oil, lettuce and tomato. We can do that with some olive trees. Done, you know. Ketchup, tomato and sugar. We can do that too. This one here is like honey, raisins, oat and corn. We're not there yet, but that's something that we could do easy. Cake's a bit of a bit more to get that done yet. But I mean, this does the butter, the cheese, the chocolate, everything that dairy does. I'm not sure how it's going to go doing heaps of productions at once. For some reason the flour's getting sent here. Don't know why. Have I got that on distributing back to the bakery? That is the question. Yes. So yeah, you know, we can come up here and do canola oil, olive oil, raisins. We've already got grape juice going on, so hang on a minute. This is the downside of some of these. So we've got grape juice, but 2,000 litres storing. 140 there. So that's pumping out heaps of grape juice. Doesn't seem to be making much. Where's the grape juice? I'm storing, so where's all the grape? We've got 215,000. That should be doing 72 cycles a month. It's 48. Okay, that's 12,000, so that makes sense. Well, there's so much. Yeah. Alright, so that's all of them. Good to go. That's going to be a fair bit of cash, I reckon. See what I mean? Those pellets just doesn't say, I don't know. Either way, the crisps are worth way more than market value. I think all of these are over 2 days, so it's 2 months worth. I don't think we've done them last episode. But no, I just think some of the prices on here don't. I mean, it's great, it's good money. We can go and buy more land and more equipment. That's awesome. Seems a little bit funny. Or is this our grape juice? Yes. So you know, instead of doing grape juice, so there's heaps of stuff in here. We've got grapes, flour. I think because they're all so close together, they're sharing it. Yeah, that's why there's all, yeah, okay, now it makes sense. So I'm like, why are the grapes up there? I was just in the wrong one. See, we can do bread here. Instead of having to have that other one as well. We can do olives in this grape and olive greenhouse, but that uses a lot of materials. That's why I'm thinking we'll try the olive trees and see, you know, if they're a little bit cheaper to operate. At least we're going to still get olive oil. I just put this one in to see what it does and how it does it, and I think we'll get all this all loaded up and then we'll pop back. Alright, that's all done. Yeah, see, like the maple syrup that's there, that's not really any help to us really, you know. It's only really costing us water. Yeah, so the grape juice makes some decent cash. Just got to pump out faster to keep those greenhouses full. I mean, the amount of money we made this now probably just starts to cover the cost of all the seeds and everything we had to put into that bloody greenhouse, the fruit tree house or whatever it's called. So hopefully we can make some more than 25,000 out of that. I'm thinking maybe we could throw some olive trees up here. Suppose we could have a look and see how much it flattens it out. It's a bit of a pain. It's not really usable for a lot. Just how it auto transforms the terrain. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking, I mean, we might skip next month because there's only just going to be these sort of jobs to do. I think if we, once this is done, this can be where all of our productions and animals go. This one down here is a pain in the bum because the sorghum from over here the AI guy went a little bit Burko and laid extras down here. But, you know, what can you do? That's why I don't trust them anymore. I just sit down and do it, most of it myself, unless it's just simple stuff where they can't do any damage. Yeah, I think, I don't know, we've got to try and squeeze some olive trees in because we need to get some olive oil going for productions. Might just be easier to wait until we've got all this done, and maybe over here where the greenhouses are we could throw a couple in. I just really want to try one out, but I want to go putting heaps in. We'll just put one in. And then we can work out what they do, what they cost. They're $1,000 besides the, yeah, they come out there. Just put a couple. Don't transform too much. That one did a lot. Well, can we clean that up a little bit? This one did a fair bit too. Trying to smooth them out so there's not huge big bumps that's gonna free it off. I mean, it's not the most levelest ground to start with. Alright, so we will throw in, what do we need for those? Guess water. Some sort of fertilizer. Seeds, manure, I'm not sure. Let's do the manure one, so yeah, just water, seeds and manure, so we'll get those done. Set them away. There's our truck, there we go. We got the manure, that might be enough to keep them. Ooh. 36,000 litres to start. Let's see, maybe 5-10,000 litres. Oh, a lot. 20,000 litres. We're gonna need more food. Need some for opening those greenhouses anyway. It's pretty cheap, so we'll just get that filled up and might get this all done, and we'll hop back to you when the boring stuff's over with. Right, so just up to the seeds. Not sure how much to put in because the greenhouse needs something. We've got about 60,000 litres left in here. I think we'll get those in. These sorted, and then we should be good. I think everything should be done. Okay, 16.3. I think we just got to throw water in them then. The manure we had, I put extra manure in the other greenhouses and they're all full. Let's see how much these take. Hopefully just 10,000 litres. greenhouses and top them off, see what they need. I'm pretty sure that grape one will take 20,000 litres of them no matter what. They were down a fair bit. Not sure whether it's worthwhile to keep that grape juice running or just to sell the grapes off separately, get a bit of our money back. These ones don't seem to use a whole lot of seed. These ones do, and the grape olive ones do a ton. Remember, I've got to go to the side to drop off products and the front for water. Don't take them all. You hate that. Let's take the last 1,000 litres. God damn it. Okay, we'll throw the water cart on. I need one of those water bags that we could put 1,000 litres of water in it. Off you go. That'd be super handy for like liquid fertilizer, and if you got fields far away from your homestead and you need to take extra, because some of the seeders don't hold a lot. It'd be super handy for that. Eggs over there we've got to collect still. We're getting close to being done for the day really. It's just a bit of repetitive stuff and that field to keep ploughing. I don't want to sort of bore you with that. I'm sure you all know how to do that by yourselves. And all most of this as well, I guess. If I fill it up, I'm not going to need it all. If I don't fill it up, I'm going to need more. So it's the unknown at the moment. Oh, not too bad. We just got to turn these on, don't we? Let's do the manure. Let's do 48. So I probably shouldn't have even putting solid fertilizer in there. That one's full. We've got some nice olive trees cranking now, so we'll just see what that produces. Even a pallet a day would be cool. That's just, we just need the olive oil. Go up and grab these eggs. I think everything else is pretty much sorted. I just gotta do that field. I might throw a bit of a time lapse in the back of that, or I'll just not. We go run scene going up and down, up and down, up and down all the time. Hasn't been a bad day. I mean, it's the money we've got there is from 2 months, so it's about 300,000 a month if I keep all these productions going. I'm going to have to work out what it costs. So we did spend a heap of cash filling up that great greenhouse and these other production buildings too, plus a few more, a couple of the machines that we had. as leases. I bought them outright. You still have, I think, the harvester to buy. But yeah, it's just going to be a matter of working out like if the grapes are going to actually be worth it or not. 100,000 litres of seeds, 100,000 litres of fertiliser. It's not cheap. Even if you're paying $1 for $1 for a litre, that's $400,000 that we put into that. And we've only made 27,000 back, and we used a quarter of it. So I don't know. We might have to look at what's actual grapes worth by themselves. We done grape juice, which is 5,500. Raisins are 4.5. Where's the grapes at? They're down here, or are they up there? Is there anywhere? Oh, there you go. 1,700. So, what was there? 2,500. What, 214,000 litres or something? So even, I don't know. I mean, once they all sell, 200,000 litres times, what's the lowest price there? 1,600. That's 320,000. Yeah, I think it's going to pay for itself regardless. It's going to take time. Maybe we put some of them grapes in for raisins. See if that speeds it up for us as well. Because you don't want to run out of all of your stuff in there in 4 days, but it takes 10 days to get your money back. Otherwise, you're not. I suppose eventually it's going to pay itself off, but I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it, but it just seems I've got to get more cash for them faster if we're going to level everything out. It's been lucky we had all those extra productions and extra money from last time today. But you see, when we started, we didn't have very much money. That's because we filled up all of the stock. I don't know. Well, let's see how we go. I might do a bit of a time lapse, and then we'll get back to you and just double check everything's cleaned up, and I'll speak to you soon. Alright, so I just sold our Fend tractor and our little cultivator, and bought this John Deere modded 4755, I think it is. Does 150. Got heaps of horsepower. It's in the medium tractors, but yeah, it's a little corker. Looks pretty good with the big fat drag tires. And I'm using it in Western Wild, so I'm like, yeah, I think that's what we need for over here. It just hoots, like it does it all. It's great. Sorry, I just had to close the door. Bit tippy when you're going 120, but it's a perler, and it'll help us get this done now that our fields are going to be getting bigger. Something that's going to definitely needed. I think it still does the same speeds. You can get attachments for the back to make it go 30-40 kilometers an hour, but it's doing like 3 times the runs in one run for the same speed. So for now, this is fine. I'm just wondering if there's something on the ground there that I missed. It doesn't like something there. Yeah, this is going to come in heaps more handy. A couple of runs, this whole field will be done. And yeah, I was just sitting there going, yeah, this is the tractor's like 3 meters wide, going up and down, but if we're going to expand them fields and join them all up into one, this is just better suited for us at the moment. doesn't have a PTO on the front, but I know you can buy these things for them, and then it allows you to have the hydraulics on the front. So we'll just do that with PTO. Make it John Deere green. And then when we need to run something on the front of it, like a mower or an attachment, I'll go and grab that shortly. And that way it's a pretty versatile tractor. Does everything we're gonna ask of it. And the Fenton had up like 30 hours or something on it. It was starting to get up there and wear out, so we just got rid of that. We kept the JCB. I think we got 25,000 for the other cultivators. I can't remember what I got for that tractor. Actually, no, that was the one we had that was leased. We hadn't bought that yet, so we needed to buy the tractors to get our. I think the JCB still leased. And the harvester, so we still got these as leased. The forage wagon we'll buy soon. Grassland care, I'm not sure if we'll keep that or not. Probably just keep that leased because we don't use it that much. The seeder we may upgrade, but I like that one because it does fertilizing at the same time. I'll probably buy, I think it's in the planters, this one up here. Does all sorts. And it attaches to a trailer hitch, so works on just about anything. And if you need to, you could run it behind the truck. I'd say that'll be what we do next. I missed that one too much there, why not? Oh. Yeah, I'll knock this over and we'll get back and check on everything else. Alright, and that's that. Done and dusted. Way faster. Gonna be one of the most helpful purchases we've done so far. And that's it, that's all we've got left. That's everything done for the day. So I'm going to pack this stuff up. Can't plant anything in there for a few months yet, so that's that did not go at all to plan. Yeah, we've got a few months to work out what we want, and by that time hopefully these ones over here will be ready for harvest, and if need be we can move one of them over that direction. So there's still plenty of land, there's lots of still got plenty of lumber to do, and that's it. I hope you liked it. Sorry it was a little bit repetitive. Shut this so the chickens don't get in. I'm gonna have some dinner and we will see you in the next one.